At 5:30, a new ice cream store in Indianapolis is serving up more than a sweet treat. It is providing opportunities for teenagers on the hunt for their first summer job. As WRTV's Troy Washington reports, it's all thanks to a pilot who is using his passion to help young people soar.
Ryan Lancha is teaching young people how to run a business, and he's also teaching them how to fly, whether that's in aviation or one day owning their own business.
This is an aviation-themed ice cream shop located on the north side of downtown Indianapolis.
People walk, bike, and drive here to East 16th Street to get their fix of the creamy dessert. But Lancha is dishing out more than just sweet treats.
Right now we have 11 employees that I have, predominantly all students here.
He's looking to give teenagers their first job. But not only that, he wants to teach them what it takes to one day keep their own business going.
They come in and learn more about customer service. The next day can understand about scheduling, how the operation works, also about the bookkeeping level, and as well too is about ordering product. That's a big thing nowadays as well too, is making sure you have the time and stuff to get your product in so you can serve your customers.
Each flavor has some sort of tie to flying, and stepping in this shop is only part of the experience he's offering youth. He's also teaching young people to fly an actual plane through his nonprofit, National Aviation Youth Resources, or NAYR. Ryan's name spelled backwards.
Really helping the youth, trying to get them on their feet and work and understand what it takes to have their first job and getting out in the workforce area.
The cherry on top of it all, he opened the ice cream shop with confidence during the height of the pandemic.
Look at this as just like an airline pilot. We take risks, we have challenges sometimes.
He's still hiring here, and if you do know a young person who could be interested in learning more about aviation, he does have some spots left in his summer camp. We have all of that information when you read this story on our website at WRTV.com. Working for you, I'm Troy Washington, WRTV.
Aviation and weather tied together, and so it's only natural that we talk about that now. Bloomington, you're closest to some thunderstorms, but still pretty far away. Let me show you the line of showers and thunderstorms developing south of Bedford and Seymour, right along I-65 here south of Seymour, north of Louisville. Thunderstorms, they're drifting to the north. Heavy rainfall, some gusty winds with these. They may make it to Bedford and Seymour, anywhere really from Vincennes to Greensburg south this evening. Rest of central Indiana, dry for now. Our rain chances will increase for all of us over the next 24 hours. Temperatures upper 80s, pretty consistent temperatures in this 7-day forecast. They'll cool a little bit, but still with muggy conditions, stay in the 80s. Overnight, close to 70. Any showers or thunder showers that develop or reach the southern portion of our area will fade away after sunset. They're kind of generated by the afternoon heat. 88 tomorrow, 40% chance for thunderstorms anywhere in the state and developing even in the morning hours. Michelle?
New details on a ransomware attack over the holiday weekend. A software company targeted says between 800 and 1,500 small businesses were compromised. That's a small amount when you consider the company manages up to 1 million businesses. The small businesses impacted used the software to run their IT infrastructure. In the past few weeks, cyber criminals have also targeted cyber insurance brokerages. They hope to learn how much coverage companies have so they know how much they can afford to pay once they're hacked.
Attackers are getting more aggressive in terms of they're doing their research and finding out who the key players are at the company that they've compromised, and then they are reaching out to them.
And these cyber criminals are getting more sophisticated. They're researching company executives and finances, offering step-by-step guides on how to pay cryptocurrency and leaving threatening voicemails.
If you're planning to just restore your data without paying for decryption, we'll sell your company's private data on darknet.
Those threatening voicemails were left for a large American company hit by a ransomware attack last October. The company ended up paying several $100,000. The attackers successfully restored their data without it being published on the dark web. Last year, ransomware victims paid the equivalent of more than $400 million in ransom payments. That's according to a blockchain analytic company. That's more than 4 times that was believed to be paid back in 2019. Those numbers continue to climb as more payments come to light. And like we mentioned earlier, these hackers are also learning how much a company can afford to pay through insurance and even help them make the payments.
They will set up some kind of communication and then step by step tell them, how to access an exchange, how to set up a wallet, the kind of cryptocurrency that they want the payment to be made within. And in fact, they even help troubleshoot.
The good news is Bitcoin transactions are stored on a public blockchain, which means they are traceable. In the case of the Colonial Pipeline hack, law enforcement was able to trace and seize cryptocurrency ransom worth more than $2 million. As police work to regain public trust, one department is trying something completely different.
It really stemmed, as odd as it may sound, from a visit to Chick-fil-A.
Coming up next in our lineup, how this customer experience there is creating a new customer service focus to policing.
Student loan payments have been on pause since March of last year, but that break is scheduled to come to an end in September. So what's next for borrowers? Consumer reporter John Matarese is looking into the possibility of student loan forgiveness so you don't waste your money.
As we head into the second half of the year, we've had stimulus checks and we're about to get child tax credit checks. But whatever happened to student loan cancellation? It was a big part of the 2020 presidential and congressional campaigns, canceling student debt. Some proposals called for forgiving $50,000 in debt, others for $10,000. But Forbes magazine says so far nothing has happened other than a few targeted programs that most people don't qualify for. Forbes says the big concern is that it would target wealthy families more than lower income families. And forgiving everyone's $50,000 loan could cost taxpayers as much as $1 trillion. More likely, the report says, is that the pause on student loan repayments may be extended again past September 30th. So is some sort of loan forgiveness coming? Possibly, but don't count on it when making your financial plans. As always, don't waste your money. I'm John Matarese, WRTV.
Following George Floyd's death, police departments across the country are working to build community trust. One first-of-its-kind program is doing this in a unique way with a focus on customer experience.
It really stemmed, as odd as it may sound, from a visit to Chick-fil-A. And my thought was that every time I go to Chick-fil-A, the food's consistent, the employees are friendly, and I just leave with a good feeling there, feeling that I was valued as a customer. And the thought for me was, why can't we do some of that and duplicate some of that with our contacts as a law enforcement agency?
The Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department has been working with customer service consultants, the DeJulius Group, based out of Cleveland. Chick-fil-A is just one of the many companies the DeJulius Group has worked with before. Chief Jennings says the fact they hadn't worked with police before appealed to him.
I wanted to make sure this isn't just let's go through a training curriculum and officers check the box and then they go back out. This needs to be more of a cultural shift that is part of everything we do.
We want to help them be human first, a professional second, and also look at you as a human first and a victim or a suspect second, right?
The department shared this video with us of their training. The DeJulius Group says the focus is on having more compassion and empathy when you come in contact with your customers and understanding how important your expertise is to their success.
Leave a positive impression and earn a genuine thank you. And if you think about the normal world, that's not hard. But if I'm writing you a ticket today or whatever the situation is, earning a genuine thank you is damn hard, right?
Chief Jennings says the reaction from officers to the new training has been mixed so far. He's hopeful there will be more acceptance as officers see how it will help both their safety and morale. The department will be getting feedback both internally and from the community and recognize officers who create a good customer experience. Other police departments have been contacting the chief and the DeJulius Group to see about implementing this customer service model. The DeJulius Group says it already has plans to work with Westlake, Ohio. Well, still to come in our lineup, it's still mostly men who own craft breweries, but that's starting to change. How one organization is making it possible for women across the country to join the industry. The craft brewing industry has been dominated by men. More than 77% of owners around the U.S. are men. That's according to the Brewers Association. But one organization is having success in its efforts to change that statistic and bring more women into the underrepresented beer scene. Unique lager blends on tap to end a long workday.
A little sassy.
Part of what draws customers in to Lady Justice Brewery.
We run the range. Right now we have a really fun Pride beers, our seltzer or our sour beer. We tend to do pale ales.
Betsy Lay,
our boiled kettle.
Owner and head brewer, says it's the welcoming and inclusive atmosphere that keeps the regulars coming back. But pouring into the community is its main mission.
We donate a majority of our profits over cost to nonprofits in Colorado that work with women and girls.
The brew barrels inside, named after 7 Lady Supreme Court justices.
And then these 2 are named after our moms.
Just one clue of what sets this brewery apart from the rest.
We're also all female-owned, female-founded.
Betsy makes up 1/3 of this women-owned crew here in Denver. A huge breakthrough in the craft beer industry with surprisingly low statistics.
We learned very quickly that us existing as a female-owned, female-brewed company was actually really important to a lot of people. We had no idea.
There's still a lot more representation than there was at one point. But we're still, would say for sure, underrepresented.
International nonprofit Pink Boots Society makes it its mission to change that, and it's working. Over the year, they've provided almost 80 $2,800 scholarships to aspiring female brewers nationwide. The reason Emily Stewart-Masqua, senior brewer at Blue Moon, recognized the benefit Pink Boots Society can make in cities across the country.
Creating space and where females are able to freely express themselves, maybe in an environment that they don't necessarily get at their normal jobs.
With their boots to the ground approach, they raise scholarship money through fundraisers, helping to provide startup money and coaching, all things that wouldn't be affordable on a brewer's salary.
They know how important offering these scholarships to people who normally wouldn't have access to these things.
Currently at more than 2,400 members strong, Pink Boots offers that access to women brewers in 32 different countries, including the U.S. with chapters in all of these states. A scholarship from the Pink Boots Society is exactly what helped Betsy and her team open doors to Lady Justice back in 2020. She's hoping her brew pub will inspire other young women to join Pink Boots.
Being able to show people that, women know how to brew, women know how to run businesses, women can be successful at this, and we can do it in a way that gives back to our community.
So younger women aspiring to join the industry will be equipped with resources to brew long term. Now, if you're an aspiring brewer in need of financial help, you can find information through the pinkbootsociety.org homepage.
Some thunderstorms are brewing in the southern portion of the state. You'll see those in a second. There's the haze. It's just about any direction that you look. Humidity is high. That does not change until Friday and then briefly lowers. Spinning off the west coast of Florida, this is Elsa, expected to become a hurricane. Winds are 70 miles per hour now. Needs to reach sustained winds 74 miles per hour. This will continue to roll up the west side of Florida through the night and into tomorrow. For us, it's a horizontal, a west to east line of thunderstorms starting in Kentucky and West Virginia, coming all the way back into Indiana. Next up would be Lawrence and Jackson counties, Bedford to Seymour south as this drifts to the north. Some heavy rainfall potential. As we get to the evening hours and closer to sunset, those will fade away. I just want to show you, this is 7 o'clock tonight. I'll put this in motion through the overnight into the afternoon hours tomorrow, 4 o'clock. They blossom during the heat of the day. Showers, thunderstorms will go through the next 24-hour period. At night, they kind of calm down, and then develop again. 4 o'clock as we get to Thursday. The break will come on Friday. The chance for any rain just 20% or less. The tropical feel is with us through tomorrow and Thursday, which means anytime we get the rain, should be heavier rain. 88 for the high tomorrow. Wind out of the southwest. Any stronger storms, and I think isolated severe storms possible. Damaging wind would be the main threat with those downpours of heavy rain. Michelle?
New emergency room technology that got its start during the pandemic is still benefiting hospitals. When a nurse first comes in to ask you questions, doctors can join the process on an iPad using virtual triage. On average, it saves 10 minutes per ER visit.
Here is the camera with the patient, and we're exchanging a story here back and forth between the two of us, while at the same time on this computer, I have access to all of the patient's records.
This can also help when it's busy by making waiting rooms less crowded. That in turn can make people feel safer with COVID patients still coming into hospitals. The body could signal a stroke up to 10 years before it happens. Stroke patients experienced much steeper declines in cognitive abilities and routine daily functioning, starting about a decade before their first stroke. The research was done in the Netherlands. Women carrying a specific gene associated with Alzheimer's disease and those with less education seem to be at greatest risk. Scientists are working on building materials that can withstand all sorts of natural disasters. These fireproof bricks were designed at the University of California, Davis. They provided this video. In the lab, the mud-made blocks held up in a furnace for at least 7 hours at more than 2,000 degrees. And in a side-by-side test using a blow